Okay, I'm going to be making a different version, well actually two of the 35-second cake. The first one is going to be exactly the chocolate cake that I made last time, so I'm not going to make that one on camera. But I'm going to do a peanut butter and chocolate cake with the peanut butter and chocolate that I bought from Whole Foods, just on the regular chocolate cake. And this one's going to be a peanut butter and jelly one. So I'm starting out with 2 tablespoons of the flour, the one I bought in the grocery bag. And then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of milk. And I'm going to I'm going to start out with 1 because the jelly, and I'm using the vanilla soy milk this time instead of the regular milk, but you can use what you want. This is just the light vanilla soy milk. I'm using 1 tablespoon of that. And then I'm going to need a pinch of salt, and I'm just going to shake a little bit in like I did last time. Next, I'm going to do the Truvia. I'm going to add 2 packs of it since I'm using it this time. And also I'm going to have the jelly in there, so it's going to be add some sweetness because the jelly, of course, has fruit in it. Alright, then you've got that in there. And next I'm not going to need the cocoa or the coffee for this one, but the baking powder, I'm going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon of that. So let me get my new little spoons, my little measuring spoons. Okay, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm going to need the extra virgin olive oil next, and it's just 1 teaspoon of that. So here's my teaspoon. I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon of the olive oil. And I'm still going to put a drop of the vanilla just because I think it will add to it. Okay, now the ingredient that's going to be different is going to be the jelly. Now let me show you what I'm using. This is the Kirkland's Organic Strawberry Spread. It's organic. It has, for a tablespoon, it has 40 calories, 8 grams of sugar, no fat. Let's see. So it does have added sugar in it, but I'm not going to use that much. I'm really just going to use a teaspoon instead of a tablespoon. So I'm going to use, well, it's a heaping teaspoon. And I'm going to put that into the cake mixture. Now what you're going to want to do is just mix it all up, just like you did the chocolate one. And this one's going to be a lot wetter, so you don't need as much liquid. So I'm going to keep mixing this up, and I'll be back after it's incorporated. Okay, there it is all incorporated, and I tasted it, and it's pretty sweet. I added another teaspoon of the jelly, so I may want to leave out 1 pack of the Truvia next time. Okay, I'm going to make the chocolate peanut butter icing, and I'm using the chocolate peanut butter that I got from Whole Foods. I just got a little bit, and what this is 2 teaspoons. And see, it's a little bit sticky, and you could just do it like that. But what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the vanilla soy milk, and I mean just a tad of that, just to loosen it up some. Okay. Now, see, it's just a tiny bit of icing. And I'm going to add just about 1/2 of a pack of the Truvia in there. Maybe not even 1/2, just to give it a little more sweetness. And just mix it up really well so there's no grittiness to it. Okay, now that is that icing. Now I'm going to do the peanut butter one, and I'll be right back. Okay, here is 2 tablespoons of the natural peanut butter, And if you use that, it's got a little bit more wetness in it, so you don't have to use so much. I mean, you don't have to really use any of the milk. And I'm just going to put, I guess I'll just put the rest of that because this peanut butter is not sweetened. So just mix that up. And with it being Truvia, you'll have to mix it really well because it'll be grainy. But you want it to be sweet like icing. And this is just something I'm coming up with. If you have a better way of doing this. Okay, let me taste it. That's pretty good. Just keep mixing it. You could even add some water to loosen it up. I'm going to leave it like this. But just mix it up as good as you can. And I'm going to keep mixing it till it's smooth. And those are my 2 icing. That's the peanut butter and chocolate peanut butter with a little bit of soy milk and Truvia. And then that's just natural peanut butter with the Truvia. And I'm going to keep mixing that. Okay, here is the chocolate cake. It's the same one that I made last time. I left the coffee out of this one. This is for Joe. He don't really care about that. So what I have here, I cooked this for about 45 seconds. For some reason it took a little longer. But here is the icing. And I'm just going to put that on the top. And with the cake still being warm, that'll help it spread out. But this is just chocolate peanut butter that I got from Whole Foods, and you can you grind it yourself so you can get as little or as much as you want. So just spread it on the top. And so you don't need very much. You just need something that says this is icing. Okay. Okay, there is the chocolate peanut butter one. Okay. Now I'm going to pull this one over. Now look at that. This is the strawberry one. Now it actually took 50 seconds, but it's still moist. And I'm going to put the peanut butter icing on the top. And if it's a little bit grainy, it will not bother me. But if you want to like pull out the mixer and all that stuff, go right ahead. And this one's for me, so I can put my fingers in it. And you could just do this with plain peanut butter. You wouldn't have to sweeten it, but I just wanted mine sweetened. And just spread it on the top. And it's not going to be a thick layer of icing, but it's just going to be just enough to call it icing. So there you go. Peanut butter and chocolate on top of chocolate, and peanut butter and jelly. That's the strawberry cake and the peanut butter icing. If you have a better way to do the icing, I'd love to know it, but this is going to be great. So we're going to go enjoy it, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.